You know, I don't accept a lot of things in my life. I know I have to, but I don't. And the reason why I think I don't is because a lot of people don't understand that for 10 years, you would not have known my wife had cancer. That's why I'm having a tough time with it. You understand? See, everybody looks at it like through the standpoint, she had cancer for 10 years. They're like, Rich, you're a lucky guy. You're blessed. She was a fighter. God bless you. 10 years is a long time with stage 4. It was actually 8 years with stage 4. She was diagnosed with stage 4 in 2017. But still, you know, she lived with it like a champion. Like a champion. Never ever was tired. She was always there for the fam. She was always there for me. I mean, so strong, so powerful. And I don't know, I started forgetting about the fact that she had cancer. You want me to tell you the truth? I started forgetting about, like, this girl doesn't have cancer. I'm like, must be a mistake. As I was thinking to myself, I don't know, guys. This is going to be a tough one, man. This is going to be a tough one now. This is going to be a real tough one here. This is not going to be easy. I don't know how you accept things that are impossible to accept. How do you do that? I'm a psycho. I come into these places, right? Everybody's here with their families. I'm nuts. I'm out of my mind. Everybody's coming in with babies and the husband and the wife and the grandmother. I'm nuts. I don't remember you, brother. I don't know. I'm sorry. You gotta be more specific. I'm not listening. That's not really too much information. Brandon, I know a few Brandons. Oh. Oh yeah. You mean at Burger King? I remember you. Burger King, right? I'm going through a very difficult time right now, Brandon. You know, yeah, I remember you, brother. It was good days back then. My life took a little bit of a turn now. My wife passed away. My wife was dealing with cancer. I don't know if you knew this for 10 years. My wife, Jennifer. Oh, your call. Okay. Yeah, I'm just like I said, brother. My wife passed away. My mother 2 weeks ago passed away. So unfortunately, the guy that you knew back then is not really here right now mentally, man. I'm very down. I'm very down, brother. But don't get me wrong. If I saw you, I'd still give you that challenge again. You and Brandon. I'd still do it. You know, thank you. You know, it's crazy times. It's crazy times. Life changes sometimes. You should try it. You know, I'm still eating. I'm still in a fast food place here. I'm always eating. I keep the fast food businesses in business, you know. But I'm always eating. The biggest burger that I ate at Burger King was 16 patties, if you could believe it. 16 patties with 16 pieces of cheese. That was my record. But, you know, you can't eat for about 2 days. You got to be really hungry when you do that. Yes, you could do a search on YouTube. Put in Apefather 16 patty Whopper. Do a search on YouTube after the live streams. Apefather 16 patty Whopper. Look, man. When I had my wife around, I was happy. I was a happy-go-lucky guy. Forget about it. I was happy. I made everybody laugh. I can't accept what happened here, man. See, people don't understand what happened with my wife. She was only 46 years old. Young girl, young lady. She was a champion, this girl, a fighter. She fought this thing like a Comanche, she fought. And it wasn't even a cancer, man. I posted it. Yeah, you got to just do a search on YouTube. Do a search for Apefather 16 patty Whopper. It'll come right up. But, I'm just going through stuff now, brother. I'm going through some stuff here. I wish I wasn't. I wish I was that guy that you knew back then. I wish I was that same guy. Because I was a different guy back then, man. I don't know if I could ever go back to being that guy again. I want to. I want to be that guy again. I want to be that fun, happy, go-lucky guy. Look. My wife would want me to be that fun, happy-go-lucky guy. But unfortunately, it's hard to be fun when you lose your wife and your mother in 2 weeks. Look, my mom, I accepted it more. Let me just give you a quick history here. My mother was 75. She saw her grandkids grow up. She always told me, she's like, look, Rich, before I leave this earth, I want to see my grandkids. I said, you got it. She told me and my wife, she said, get to work. Unfortunately, my mom didn't take care of herself. She had a triple bypass in 2018. She didn't take care of herself. Unfortunately, man, she was like kind of always in her recliner. She didn't really get up. And I told her eventually it's going to catch up. I said, you got to keep moving. You got to be mobile. So my mom wasn't a shock. Mom is proud of me, though. She loves me. My mom loves me. My wife loves me. And I love them. But just in terms of the shock factor, I kind of understand how you could lose your mom. I mean, you don't want to lose your mom. I love my mom. You don't want that to happen. But I kind of understand how, unfortunately, that happens in life. But my wife was only 46, man. That's too young. That's too young. And that shouldn't have happened. She was robbed. She worked during 9/11, brother. She worked during the 9/11 attacks on the Twin Towers. She worked at 2 World Trade Center. That poor girl got breast cancer, no fault of her own. No fault of her own. She did nothing wrong. Nothing. She got it of no fault of her own. A lot of families were affected by 9/11, man. It's a day we'll never forget. God bless all the families in 9/11. So you understand, man, you only got one mom, You only got one mom, and I wish her the best of health, too. But could you imagine not only just losing your mom, but losing your wife, too, in 2 weeks? Could you imagine that? To lose your mom, like you said, right, would be like the worst thing in the world, right? It'd be like a catastrophe, right? Well, imagine losing your mom and your wife. That's what happened to me. And people are telling me I'm supposed to be okay. They're like, I talk to people, you know what I mean? I talk to people, they're like, you shouldn't be upset. You got kids. You're fine. You got to keep it together. It is too much. It's a nightmare. That's why I'm reaching out to people. You know how I normally support people? For the first time, I'm asking people now to support me. Because not only did I lose my mom and my wife, I lost all of my money. I lost my monthly income, man. I'm sorry. I don't know, man. I'm asking people to support me now. If they could, with a small, Cash App or a Super Chat. I prefer the Cash Apps. I give you a big shout out. It could be a couple of bucks. My Cash App is, can someone type this out, actually? It's a $. Let me see if I can write this somewhere. Richard Lavoie. I'm going to write it for you now. Hold on. I'm going to write it for you with a crayon here. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, you did it already. Crazy Questions. That's the Cash App right there. But Crazy Questions did it. It's $, Richard Lavoie. Anybody who has a good heart could do a small Cash App. I'll give you a big shout out. A big shout out, man. Just to help my family in our greatest time of need. But thank you, Crazy Questions. I will pin that comment. It's a good question, man. That Crazy Questions just said. You know, and I've never been one to doubt God. Never my whole life. My whole life, I never ever questioned God. You ask me about God, I would say God is good. God is merciful. YouTube is a job, yes. I would say God is good, God is merciful. I would never say nothing negative, but after losing my wife and my mom in 2 weeks, I gotta say, what happened? How did this happen? How is this possible? I don't know, man. I got a lot of regrets. You know, the stupid hospital, they didn't want to treat a cancer. They were like, it went too far, it spread too far, but they were treating a pneumonia. The problem is she had the cancer in her brain. It was making it hard for the girl to chew and swallow. And that's what led to her getting the aspiration pneumonia. It's like, I can't accept it, man. Look, she was so good. She was okay. It's been good to me. I don't know about that. Not really getting that much support, Detective Pikachu, but definitely could appreciate more support. Not too many people giving cash apps. You want to know what it is? Look, a lot of you are saying, like, I'm not in that position, right? Like, you were listening to I'm Not Listening, right? You were listening to him, who was, this was a great guy I met in Burger King, you know, him and his friend Brendan. And he's Carl. If this is all I have to say to everybody, okay? If you guys are not in this position where, you know, your mom is still alive, your wife is still alive, first of all, I say God bless you. Cherish your family, cherish your mom, cherish your wife. Always cherish them. But you should also have a little bit of human kindness, don't you think? Don't you think you should say, you know what, man? What's $5, right? What's $10? What's a small contribution to a great guy that was good to me, to a great guy who was a great entertainer on YouTube, right? That's what I'm talking about, man. Hold on a second here. Hold on one second. Sorry. Just checking out my kids real quick. Oh, man. Everyone keeps asking me about that. Zelle. I'm doing just Cash App or Super Chats. That's it. A or B. There is an option, Super Chat, Detective Pikachu. That's an option that's universal to everybody. Super Chat's a great option. Like, literally people from like England. I had this guy one time who was like, I don't have Cash App. I said, so do a Super Chat. He did a Super Chat. So there you go. Thank you, Lacey. What's up, Gabriel? Like I said, Detective Pikachu. If you can't do Cash App, you could definitely do Super Chat, brother. Very simple, man. You can do a Super Chat. Super Chat's very simple. I just said I prefer Cash Apps because I get it quicker. It has less fees. But if you can't do it, I understand you could do a super chat is fine. But I just can't believe. Look, everyone's living a normal life. I'm looking around me. Nobody's life changed. Everybody's living a normal life. Everybody's got their families. They got their kids. Everybody's happy. Everybody's living their life. And I lost my wife and I lost my mom. I don't know how that's possible. And everybody's telling me, you're gonna be just fine. You know, get therapy. Maybe get on some antidepressives. You guys stay strong for the kids. That's what your wife would want. Of course I know that's what my wife would want, and I've been doing it. Of course I'm staying strong for my kids, but my God, I lost my wife and my mom. I mean, you know, you can't just dismiss that and say, well, that's nothing to sneeze at. That's a lot to sneeze at. That's like devastating, man. It's absolutely devastating. I can't even believe it's real. I still to this day think that I'm living in some kind of a nightmare. I'm like, this can't be real. This is not happening. This is, I'm going to wake up from this here. But I'm realizing that this is real life, and let's get rid of this guy here. New York guy. I'm a New York guy. I'm from Brooklyn. You don't deserve the title New York guy. I am the ultimate New York guy. Let's get rid of this guy. But are you talking to me? I'm sorry. All right, let me apologize, because were you talking to someone else? Yeah. I think he's talking to me. Let's get rid of this guy. Let's get rid of this guy. It's just crazy, man. Here we go again. Look, guys, I'm going to just say this really quickly, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I do not want to talk about personal things. You have to stop it, okay? Kendall, got to stop it. I don't talk about it, okay? I got to kick you off when you do this, all right? One time I let it go. Guys, this is not a live stream to talk to me about Social Security for my kids. This is not a live stream to talk about, you know, refinancing my house, selling my house. This is not a live stream for that. Okay, that's it. Got to stop doing it, okay? And I notice that people keep doing it. Now, I understand, but I don't need your advice, okay? So I got that under control, okay? Do you understand me? Or the next time I gotta kick you off. I don't want to do it, man, but I'm trying to be respectful, and I'm trying to explain to you that this is not the time, this is not the place for that. Okay, it is not the time and the place. This is not, it's not something I'm asking for. I have people I speak to about this stuff that are, you know, obviously my professional people that are handling a lot of matters for me, and that's a whole different like conversation. So why are you here right now? Let me explain to you what this is. This is called a grieving live stream. This is for people who either A, could share stories themselves, like, you know, they're going through things with their family, and together we could, you know, help each other out. We could be there for each other. Or for people who just have a good heart, you know, love the Apefather, want to see the Apefather and his family do well. Kendall, why do you have to make me kick you off, bro? Why do you have to do it? I'm talking to you nicely. I'm talking to you with respect. I'm just saying this is not, listen, can't you respect this? This is not the time and place for it. Can't you just respect that? Why can't you respect that? Like, in other words, I understand maybe you mean it in a nice way and you're trying to be a nice guy, but it's not the time and it's not the place. I keep getting people like you over and over and over again who come to these live streams and you keep doing this stuff. It's like you keep talking about personal things. How is that? Okay, listen, Kendall, how is that in any way, shape, or form your business? I just want you to think about it. Like, I'm not trying, look, one second. If I get Social Security for my children, right, Kendall, has nothing to do with you. Absolutely nothing to do with you. Do you see what I'm saying? So you're getting personal. Like I'll give you an example, Kendall. It's like if I would say to you, Kendall, let me ask you a question, right? I'm like, Kendall, let me ask you a question. How much equity is in your house right now? Right. Just hear me out. I say, really? What's your interest rate? Kendall, no, your interest rate is too high. Kendall, again. Oh my God. I can't. Kendall, I don't even remember your name on the GoFundMe. In all honesty and fairness, that's number one. I don't even remember seeing you. No offense. Okay. And did you put it under a different name? Because I would remember Candell Marks. I did not. I looked through every name on that GoFundMe page, and there was not one Candell Marks. So how do you explain that one? How do you explain that? Think it's time for you to go. What do you think? This guy didn't donate any money. This guy's a bullshit artist. This guy's a bullshit artist. There's no Candell Mark. I went through every single name on the GoFundMe. Your name didn't show up. How do you explain that? Did you do it under what? Let me take a guess. Because I did it anonymous, right? You were anonymous. That's what he's gonna say. And guess what? The people who were anonymous, I still saw their real names. See, because you could actually see people when you're the administrator of the GoFundMe page. You can see people who are anonymous. You can see their real names, and no one anonymous came up as Candell Marks. So now you notice how he's silent now? I'm just waiting for him to answer that one. So how do you explain that, brother? How do you explain that? There it is. Okay, I think it's time for you to stop lying. Candell, listen to me. Candell, you're not answering the question. You're saying that you made a donation. Okay, so how about this? How about prove to me that you did it? Okay, and I will make a video apologizing to you. How is that? Listen, I'm going to give you my email address. Okay, it's Richard le101@gmail.com. No, just prove it to me. Prove to me that you sent a donation. And then I'm going to make a video apologizing to you. Is that fair enough? Can you send me an email with the proof? See, you notice now there's silence? Candell, how come you can't prove it to me? Can you prove it to me? All right, so obviously, can we be honest with each other? You're lying. That's it, you're lying. You're coming on this live stream, and that's really low. Can I tell you something? You know what's really low is to come on a live stream where someone lost their wife and someone lost their mom, claiming that you made a donation. Thank you, Detective Pikachu. God bless you. Detective Pikachu was my biggest hater. Now he's actually turned around for the better. But Candell, coming on the live stream, knowing someone lost their wife, knowing someone lost their mom, claiming you made a donation when you didn't, when you did not make the donation, you don't think there's anything wrong with that? You don't think that you're a little Norman Bates? I mean, okay, well, I'll tell you what, prove me wrong. But Candell won't do it. You know, there's only one thing in this world that's worse than losing your mom and losing your wife. People like Candell Marks. People like Candell who come on a live stream claiming they make a donation when they didn't. And then proceed to ask personal questions about you and your family. What is it? Is this all entertaining to you? Is that what it is? Is it entertaining my loss? My family's loss, my children's loss? Do you find that to be funny? Do you find it to be entertaining? I don't know. I don't understand people. I'm trying to understand people because look, I just don't get it. Like, all right, if I was in your shoes, can I tell you what it is? And I saw a family going through this. Detective Tom, not in a good way. If I saw a family going through this, my heart would go out to them. All right, Candell? My heart would go out. My heart would go out to them. I would say to myself, my prayers are with you. I would say, God bless you. God bless your family. I'm not necessarily saying, I love you, Speed 123. Like I said, anybody who would like to help the Apefather in our family, you'll see the The Cash App is pinned. You see it on the bottom screen, the $ Richard Lavoie. Any small Cash App, I will give a very big shout out. A very big shout out. So it's the $ Richard Lavoie, $RICHARDLEVOI. But getting back to Candel, Detective Pikachu, I told you I'm not doing. I told you I'm not doing any more of those thank you songs. I told you this. I know you did, but William, I said it on 3 lives. I said I'm going to be giving shout outs. Okay, I'll give you a shout out, but I'll play a little something for you if it makes you happy. Okay, if it makes you happy, Detective Pikachu, I'll play a little something for you. All right, I'll do it. You just keep being nice. You keep being cool, and I'll play a little something for you. Salud, Detective Pikachu. I'll do it later on when I get back. So Candel, once again. Where's Candel? Candel, you said you made a donation, right? There's a reason why I'm continuing this line of questioning. Because I really want to understand. You want to know the truth is? The mentality of people. It's like, I don't know, I find this to be a little interesting why someone would say they made a donation when they actually did it. So that's why I'm a little confused. Can you explain to me, like, why would you say something? Why would you lie? Can someone explain it to me like I'm a 6-year-old? Why would someone say that I donated to someone's GoFundMe page for a family that lost their wife, their mom, the kids lost their mom, and they lost their grandmother, I lost my mom. So what is the mentality? This is the question you have to ask yourself. What is the mentality of someone to come to this live stream and to lie? What do you think? Can someone explain that to me? All right, I'm going to give you one more chance, Candel, to prove yourself. And then I'm kicking you off. I'm going to give you... You're funny, Detective Pikachu. William is a friend of the family. I don't think his skin color is important, right, Detective Pikachu, right? What do you think? I don't think his skin color is important. He's a friend of the fam. Yeah, exactly. All right, so it looks like Candel is not going to prove to us that she made a donation. Looks like Candel was lying. So are we all in agreement? It's time to kick Candel out of the live stream. Bye-bye, Candel. Who's in agreement? Yeah, Pikachu, that's wrong, Pikachu. That is not right, Pikachu. That's not right, Pikachu. You went from being a good person to being a bad person, Pikachu. That's not good. Crazy questions. That is a crazy, crazy question. Stop that. No, it's not that you insulted me, but do you really think a person's color of their skin makes a difference? That's all. You shouldn't say that. You shouldn't say that, but it's okay. It's okay. Oh my God, I can't believe my life. Can't believe my life. Can't believe the stuff I'm dealing with in my life. Well, Leggy, Stewie, this person claimed they made a donation. They claimed that they... African American is the proper way to say it. This person, Candel, claimed they made a donation. And obviously, when I called her out, I said, "Can you prove that you made a donation?" She said, "No." So basically, it was an outright lie.
Did you hear what the guy said in the stream?
Yeah. Terrible. So it's time. Candell, it's time to go. Bye-bye, Candell. Bye-bye. I gave Candell every chance. I gave Candell every chance to prove herself, to apologize, and she didn't do it, so she has to go. You guys ready to go? We're going to end the live stream now. Is that you? Be a Detective Pikachu?
No, we're in the stream.
No, that's you, right?
We're just in the stream.
What the fuck is going on?
Chad was right, though, about what? What was Chad right about? Chad wasn't right about nothing. I don't want to talk about Chad Clifford. What are you talking about, crazy questions? Are you going to say something crazy again? What was he right about? Crazy questions. What was Chad right about? You said Chad was right, though. What was Chad right about, in your opinion? I will ban you. So it's insulting. Detective Tom, I do it for the kids to make them happy. Crazy questions. This is what I'm trying to say, man. Once again, look, obviously you were looking to say something insulting. Now, I know you didn't say it, but it's like, I just don't understand why everyone can't understand that our family is hurting right now. We're going through an extremely tough time. I just don't understand why everyone doesn't get it. And it's like, obviously you keep bringing up subjects that are not appropriate. You're bringing up subjects that are insulting, that are degrading, and I just don't know why. I don't understand it. I don't get it, man. I guess I'll never understand people. Crazy questions. You know I have to ban you, right? You understand that, right? But before I kick you out of here, right? Why do you think I'm going to kick you out? Tell me why. Let's see if you can figure it out.
Some paper towels.
All right, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Tell me the reason why you think. Do you think it's appropriate what you're saying right now? Do you understand that my mother is deceased? Do you understand that my wife passed away? And look at what you're saying right now. Look at what you're saying. Look at what you're saying. Bye-bye, crazy questions. Hasta la vista, baby. He's gone. He does it to himself. I don't understand why people, I just don't get it, man. I don't understand why people have to be so effing rude. I don't understand why people have to be so obnoxious when we're going through the things we're going through. I just don't get it. I don't understand it, but it's just unfortunately the way of the world. It is the way of the world, unfortunately. I just don't understand why people have to be so horrible, man. Like, you could come on the live stream and you could just be respectful and you could have a good discussion with the Apefather, and you could just be compassionate to what my family is going through, and you could have a heart and you could care. But no. Why, Chick-fil-A? I got the 30-piece nuggets, mac and cheese, French fries. Yeah. We're going to be ending the live now, but I'll be back a little later on. Give it a shot. Chick-fil-A is good food, man. What'd you guys do with the rest of the food? You threw it away? There was some chicken nuggets left. You ate them all? All right, good. Look, Detective Pikachu, I know you're trying to be nice. And for those reasons, I'm going to accept your comment as being a compliment. But it's just, it's not appropriate to talk about my wife right now, brother. Listen to me. I understand you mean it as a compliment. I understand you mean it as being a nice person, and she did make the best chicken cutlets. There's no question about it. My wife's chicken cutlets were the best of all time. But it's just not, unfortunately, something. Yeah, Wigglicious was a name that she got from Lou. But she had such a great sense of humor, my wife, that she kept it. She kept it, you know. That's because she had a great sense of humor, my wife. She had a great sense of humor. Detective Pikachu, listen to me. It's not negative. I said to you, I understand you meant it as a compliment. Listen to me. Did you hear what I just said to you? What did I just say? What did I just say? I said, I understand you were being nice, and I understand you were complimenting my wife's chicken cutlets, and she listen to me, I agree with you. I agree with you. She made the best chicken cutlets. It's just not the right time to talk about it. This live stream, you guys don't understand that we're hurting. You guys don't understand this. We're not at a point mentally right now where we could look back on memories and like talk about them and smile. We look back on memories and we want to cry. Like, I'll give you an example. What you just said about my wife's chicken cutlets, it's funny. I'll tell you a story. You want to hear a story? I was at the supermarket yesterday with my kids, and I saw the Purdue thin chicken cutlets. Those are the chicken cutlets that my wife loved. She loved that. She loved the Purdue thin chicken cutlets. Okay? So I started to cry. Just looking at the chicken cutlets. That's why it's funny you mentioned it right now. I was actually crying. I was actually in tears. I was in tears when I saw the chicken cutlets. And it's just funny that you mentioned the chicken cutlets, that's all. It breaks you down, right, up northwest. Like, you know what it is? Maybe there's going to come a time when I've healed, and I haven't healed yet. I have not healed yet. But maybe there'll come a time where someone could say something like that to me, and I could look back on it and I could smile. And I could say, yeah, my wife had the greatest chicken cutlets. But right now you say that to me, I feel like crying. I feel like breaking down and crying. Because my wife is gone, I'm never going to see her again. And I wish you could make me those chicken cutlets tonight, man, but it's just not going to happen, man. I just don't understand how this is real. I don't understand how this actually happened. See, this is the thing. I'm in like a denial stage right now. That's what people don't understand. I'm not in an acceptance stage. I'm still in the denial stage. So because I'm in the denial stage, I can't I can't hear stuff like that, man. Look, I understand that I'm a YouTuber. And I understand that being a YouTuber, unfortunately, I have to kind of like deal with people. You understand? I have to deal with people. There's no way out of that. I got to deal with people. But I try to be nice. Like I try to tell people the purpose of the live stream. I try to say, why can't the purpose of the live? You want to know the purpose? Can I have a Diet Coke with ice? Diet Coke with ice? Yeah. Why can't the purpose of the live stream? What does it say? It. What are you talking about? My drink? I got a Diet Coke with ice. Why can't the purpose of the live stream? Here's the purpose. Thank you. Why can't it be about caring for the Apefather and the Apefather's family? That's it. So what does that consist of? It consists of Apefather. I'm sending you my prayers. I'm sending my prayers to you and your family. Apefather, we're here for you. Apefather, stay strong, brother. Stay strong. You're gonna get through this. You're a powerful person. Just give me 1 second.
I gotta tell you something.
What?
Second detective Pikachu is so fair.
Yeah. So, do you see what I'm saying? Like, in other words, a positive reinforcement is kind of like what I'm looking for. Positive reinforcement. People who say, hey, Father, I'm here for you. Hey, Father, I love you. Hey, Father, God bless you. God bless your family. Stay strong, hey, Father. Be strong for your kids. That's what your wife would want. See, that's all good stuff, you know? But instead, what do people do when they come to these live streams? They talk to me about my personal finances. Hey, Father, you going to refinance your house? Hey, Father, what's the interest on your house? Hey, Father, why don't you take out a loan? Hey, Father, why don't you get Social Security for the kids? Hey, Father, why don't you, whatever. All these personal things. Just don't go there. That's what I say. And then as far as my wife, I'm not really ready yet for memory lane. I'm not ready yet. Maybe one day I will be. It's not now, but maybe one day you could say it. Like, yeah, I watched a video of my wife the other day. I actually made a video of this. I watched a video on her Wigglicious channel, and she was talking about, is that a birthday? Someone's clapping in the back. I haven't had the up dog there, no. Someone's birthday. I was watching a video of my wife the other day where she was talking about her journey with cancer, and I broke down and I cried. I just couldn't handle it. I broke down and I cried. I had the worst night ever that you could possibly imagine. See, and another thing I can't really talk about right now is finances, guys. I'm just not there. People, this is the problem. People don't understand. It's like, I get it. It was a part of my channel. I get it. And it probably eventually will be a part of my channel again. Okay? Like I said, I'm very heavy with Bitcoin. Look, I'll say this in passing. I believe in Bitcoin. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to a single word I say. But I really, really believe in Bitcoin for the long term. For the long term. But again, it's not financial advice. Look, GameStop and AMC will always be, my gumadas. That's never going to change. But again, not financial advice. Not a financial planner. Don't listen to anything I'm saying. But of course, that'll never change for me. Anyway, guys, I understand it's tough for people. Look, I'm kind of in a depressive state, and everybody else is high. Everybody else is happy. Everybody else wants to have fun. I get it. I understand. Everybody else wants to make money. Everybody else wants to do well in the stock market. I don't want to talk about finances, Detective Pikachu, please. I really don't want to do it. But thank you. I never even meant to be a financial YouTuber. I don't even know how it happened, you know. I just got so heavy into that AMC thing, man. I got so heavy into it. Salud, Gentani. I always wanted to be a musician, you know, a piano player. That was what my YouTube channel was really about from the beginning, was my music. Somehow I got diverted, you know, into AMC. You guys ready? You ready? Yeah, the late night YouTube shorts. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. That's slowly but surely. I'm trying to get back into the old days of, you know, the Apefather. Trying to get back into being my funny self again. I'm trying, man, but I still can't accept what happened to my poor wife. I can't accept it. What even happened to my mom? It was a shock. Like I said, you cherish your families, man. Cherish your mom. You only get one mom. Cherish your wife, your family. Cherish everybody. Maybe we'll meet at AC, Detective Pikachu. We'll see. Maybe we'll do a meet and greet. Maybe we'll do a little meet and greet. Maybe we'll do something in AC. We'll get John Nito to come down, right? We'll get John Nito. That'll be a fun meet and greet. Imagine John Nito and Detective Pikachu. Billy. Billy never contacted me again. I don't know what happened to Billy. He came down to the protest. I never heard from Billy again. I don't know. He came down to the protest, and that was the end of it. I never spoke to him again, I swear to you. But John Nito, we still talk from time to time. He's a good guy. John Nito's a good guy. He cared very much for my family and my wife. He's a good guy. Oh, my God. Guys, I can't believe that my wife is gone, you know. And I'm dealing with all these people here. You know, I can't believe it, Sophia. How is it possible, honey? How is this all possible? My kids know that I'm very, very hurt over my wife. It just doesn't seem right. I keep second guessing myself. I keep saying I could have did this, I should have did that, I should have did this. Got a lot of Detective Pikachus here. But anyway, I'm out. V for victory. God bless all of you. I will be back later. Remember, anything I said regarding Bitcoin, AMC, or GameStop is not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. It's for entertainment purposes only. I wish that what I was saying about my wife and mom was for entertainment purposes only, but unfortunately it's not. Oh, we got Kyle here. Kyle, I don't have my piano right now to do the Brooklyn song for you. I could do a little a cappella here. Grew up on the Coney Island side. Kyle in the house. Hot dogs and Nathan's in a cyclone for a ride. Cruising down 86th Street. Got my windows open. There's some music with a beat. Saturday night at Bay Ridge. I picked up a girl made out under the Verrazano Bridge. Late night food at Del Rio Diner. Nothing makes me feel finer than good old Brooklyn is on my mind. Only Brooklyn, one of a kind. I want Brooklyn to always be home to me. Little acapella there for Kyle. We're going to get that song famous one day. My wife loved that song. You know, I met my wife in Brooklyn, New York. My mother raised me in Brooklyn, New York. Brooklyn will always be very special to me. I wish somebody could just tell me, you know, how do you accept something that's too hard to accept? How do you do it? How do you accept something that is too hard to accept? I just can't accept my wife is gone. I can't. My mom, I can accept it. It hurts me. Listen, let me be crystal clear. I love my mother and I miss her so much, but I kind of accept it. I accept it. I mean, it's killing me. It's killing me that my mom is not here. I love my mom. I love my mom. She was 75. My wife was 46. Look, if my wife was alive and she was with me right now, I would have had a very hard time with my mother's passing. But I think I would have got through it. I think I would have accepted it. But accepting my wife is almost impossible. It's almost impossible. I don't have really that many people around me, Leggy. I got people I call, but everyone's living their own lives. Everybody's got their own families. Everybody's got their own lives. Jennifer was my support system. And my mother, Josephine, she was my support system. Look, if I had it my way, I would want the two of them back. You understand? I want my mom and Jennifer back. I wish none of this ever happened. But people ask me, they're like, can you accept what happened to your wife? And the answer is I can't. Stop it. Kids are acting wild. I can't accept it. My mom, it hurts me. I accept it though. I accept that she was 75. See, you don't know what it is. My mom had a lot of chances. I love that woman. I told her when she went to the rehab, get better, Ma. I told her, you gotta have a zest for life. You gotta want to live. You gotta get up. Get up, get on up. Get up, get on up, get on the scene, get on up like a sex machine. Get on. You got to get up. I told her, but she didn't want to get up. She was stuck to that recliner ever since 2018. Ever since she got her triple bypass, ever since she got the COPD, she wasn't moving around enough. And I told her eventually it's probably going to catch up. So I wasn't shocked. My kids were shocked. I'll make you laugh. My kids were shocked by my mother passing. They were completely shocked. I wasn't completely shocked. I was actually telling her, I was like, Mom, you got to get up. You got to move. You got to have a zest for life. But where I was shocked was Jennifer, because I know what you're going to say. You're going to be like, she had cancer for 10 years, Rich. Like what's going on here? You should have expected it. No, because Jennifer never acted like she had cancer. Jennifer never acted like she had cancer. She acted like someone who didn't have cancer. She was cooking dinner. She was cleaning up. She was there for the kids. She was 100% there for me. The greatest mother, the greatest wife, the greatest best friend. You would never think in the world she had cancer. Detective Pikachu, it's just you so far. Just you, and it's not a donation. It's an entertainment tip. So thank you, Detective Pikachu. Only Detective Pikachu was generous, which is pretty sad, actually. That's pretty sad when the only person contributing to you was your greatest hater. Detective Pikachu was my greatest hater, this guy. But he turned around. Detective Pikachu. Oh, man, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. It's like without Jennifer in my life, I tell you guys, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I feel like she's home right now. I feel like I'm going to go home and Jennifer is waiting for me. My wife is waiting for me at home. That's what I feel like. I feel like I'm going to text her or call her and be like, I'm at Chick-fil-A. I feel like I want to text my wife and say, Jen, what do you want, honey? I'll bring you home something from Chick-fil-A. That's what I feel like. Come on, Kyle, do me a favor, Kyle. Kyle, give us a little something small here, because the only person who made a contribution is Detective Pikachu. Kyle, could you do even a small little dollar something, because he's breaking my chops here, Kyle. He's like, the only person who contributed is me, and this is one of the biggest haters. Come on, Kyle. Maybe you could come, this way I could tell Detective Pikachu he wasn't the only one. Even if you did a small little buck, anything, just so I could shut him up. He's like, I'm the only person who made a contribution, Paul. That's what he said. Terrible. He was the biggest hater of all time. Come on, Kyle. A buck, anything, brother. You did do us wrong on X. That was terrible what you did. And I won't talk about it no more because I'm starting to like you. Don't make me think about that because I'm gonna start to hate you again. Yeah, $1. That's it. Accepting the loss of a loved one, especially a spouse, is one of the most profound and difficult challenges one could face. Grief is a deeply personal experience, and there's no right or wrong way. You want to know what it is? Like I said, I could accept, I could accept grief, I could accept loss when it makes sense. This is the key. When it makes sense. What happened to Jennifer, to me, did it make sense? It didn't make sense. That's it, okay? And I have a lot of regrets. I don't like the way it was handled. Did I receive? Oh, did you do it on, what'd you do, Cash App? Let me see, 1 second, Kyle. Thank you, Kyle. Kyle, yes, I received that. So, Detective Pikachu, you are not the only person who is generous. Kyle came through. God bless you, Kyle Witherspoon. Every time I think of the Brooklyn song, I think of Kyle. One day it's going to become a famous song. I'm going to mention you, Kyle. I'm going to mention Kyle Witherspoon. I'm going to say, we're going to be at like a Madison Square Garden, right? And I'm going to say, this one goes out to Kyle. The Brooklyn song, baby. You'll see one day, Kyle. I'm going to make that happen. I'm going to make that happen for you. Another one that you got to listen to, Kyle, is a Brooklyn Funk. I do those two songs together, okay? So I start off with the Brooklyn song, and then I go into Brooklyn Funk. Brooklyn Funk is an instrumental piece. Man, it'd be great. I love Billy. You know, when I wrote the Brooklyn song, I was thinking about Billy Joel. I was kind of thinking of like a New York state of mind, you know, but I kind of made it less jazzy. It was more like a kind of a hometown vibe tune, you know, very simplistic, but good song, you know. I also wrote a song called I'm a New Yorker. Those are my 3 New York songs, is the Brooklyn song, Brooklyn Funk, and I'm a New Yorker. Oh, guys, did I just see that? Guys, did I just see a smack? Come on, don't do that. You like Brooklyn Funk? That's a good, yeah, thank you, Kyle. So those are my 3 New York songs is the Brooklyn song. You should all, if you haven't heard it, you should do a search on YouTube. Apefather, the Brooklyn song. Apefather, Brooklyn Funk. And Apefather, I'm a New Yorker. When I wrote the song I'm a New Yorker, I was trying to write a song like Stevie Ray Vaughan. I was trying to do like a Texas Roadhouse blues. But for some reason, the lyrics that came to my mind is I'm a New Yorker. So you should check out that song too, Apefather, I'm a New Yorker. I'm a New Yorker. Nothing's gonna stand in my way. I'm a New Yorker. Fighting to pass traffic every day. Back Into My Arms is a special song to me. Detective Pikachu, that's my family song. That's, oh man. Detective Pikachu, you're hitting me right in the heart tonight. You're talking about my wife's chicken cutlets. Now he's talking about all the things to touch my heart, this guy. But you're touching my heart in a painful way. Back Into My Arms is a very special song. When me and Jennifer were younger, I'll tell you a funny story. Apefather broke up with Jennifer at one point. This is when we were very young. I wasn't ready to get married. She wanted to get married. She's like, I want to get married. I was like, not yet. I was young. I was like 21 or something. I was like, I want to be like Billy Joel, I told her. I want to go on the road. You know, I want to go on the road, baby. So we broke up for like 1 year. And in that time frame, you know, I was doing a lot of gigs. I had my Billy Joel tribute band. I was playing all around Brooklyn. Forget about it. All over Bay Ridge. But I missed her. I missed my wife. Well, actually, she was my girlfriend at the time. So she didn't want to take me back. You know, she was like, you know, I'm mad at you. I'm pissed off. I said, I'm going to write a song that's going to get her back. And it's called, guys, please, man. It's called Back Into My Arms. It is a beautiful song. And Detective Pikachu, I appreciate you mentioning it, but that's the song that kind of started my whole life. That's after Jennifer heard that song, she married me. We started a family. We had Michael first. We had Sophia. And we had a beautiful life. A beautiful, beautiful life. It was cut short. It was cut short this year with Jennifer's passing, but it was all based on that song, Back Into My Arms. If you do a search on YouTube, Apefather Back Into My Arms, and you see the thumbnail of my kids, it tells the story of how that song started my whole family. That song did it. So it's a very, very touching song to me. Look, it's heartbreaking for me to play it, but I do it because this is meaningful things in my life. I'm not going to forget about it. I can't forget. Jennifer wouldn't want me to forget about it. Jennifer would not want me to forget about it. So I am going to always play that song. But anyway, God bless all of you. I will be back soon. Kyle, God bless you, Witherspoon. Kyle Witherspoon, thank you for coming through. Thank you, Detective Pikachu, for the super chat. And I really appreciate all your support. I will be back later. God bless all of you, and thank you.